High in the hills, far from the noise of the world, there lived an old man named Rafiq. His home was small, just a single room with cracked walls, a clay stove, and a wooden chair that creaked every time he sat down. He was poor, but his heart carried something richer than gold: contentment. Every morning, Rafiq swept the dusty floor of his house, lit a small lantern, and warmed tea in a rusted kettle. He would sit outside his hut and watch the sunrise paint the sky orange. The villagers often saw him smiling at the morning light, as if he owned the whole horizon. Although he had no family left, no wealth, no grand story, he had a calmness that everyone admired. When someone in the village felt worried, they visited Rafiq. He didn't give advice. He just listened with warm eyes, nodded softly, and said, "Everything finds its way in time." Somehow, that was enough. One winter night, as the wind roared and the cold crept through the valley, Rafiq heard a knock on his fragile door. He opened it carefully. Outside stood a mysterious woman cloaked in silver. Her eyes were bright, almost glowing. "Are you Rafiq?" she asked. "Yes," he replied gently. "How may I help you on this cold night?" "I have heard of your peace," she said. "Tonight, I bring you a choice." Rafiq smiled faintly. "A choice?" "Yes," she whispered. "3 lanterns lie in the forest. One holds your heart's truest desire. The other 2 will bring disappointment." Rafiq shook his head. "I am too old for chasing desires." He chuckled softly, but the woman raised her hand. "Just look. Come." Curiosity tugged at his heart, so he followed her through the snow-covered trees. After a long walk, they reached a clearing. There, on a bed of frost, stood 3 lanterns. The first glowed with a bright golden light. The second flickered warm and wooden, carved with beautiful patterns. The third lantern was cracked, dusty, and barely glowing. "Choose," the woman said. Rafiq gazed at all 3. Without thinking twice, he walked toward the broken lantern. The woman's eyebrows rose. "Why this one?" she asked. Rafiq touched the cracked surface and smiled. "All the blessings in my life," he said, "have come wrapped in simple, imperfect things." He lifted the lantern. When he opened it, the light went out completely. Inside was nothing, only darkness. The woman waited for disappointment, maybe sadness, but Rafiq simply chuckled. "You are not upset?" she asked. "No," he replied calmly. "I was born with empty hands. I will leave this world the same way. But peace is something I carry inside. No empty lantern can take that away." For a moment, the woman said nothing. Then, quietly, she walked to the golden lantern and opened it. Inside was a mountain of glittering coins and jewels. She opened the wooden one. Inside was a glowing memory, a vision of Rafiq as a young man, strong, handsome, full of dreams. "You could have had wealth," she whispered. "You could have had back your youth. You could have had everything people spend their lives chasing." Rafiq looked at the vision, then at the gold, and finally at the woman. His smile never faded. "And what would I trade for these things?" he asked softly. "The peace I feel every morning when the sun rises, the taste of simple tea, the warmth of a lantern on a cold night, the joy of knowing I need so little to be happy." He closed the empty lantern gently. "No," he said. "I chose the right one because it reminded me that happiness doesn't hide in shining things. It lives where the heart is already full." He turned and began walking back through the forest, back to his cracked walls, back to his warm kettle, back to his quiet smile. The mysterious woman watched him disappear into the trees. The snow glowed around her, as if the world itself agreed with him. For the first time in a long while, she understood. True happiness isn't found in what we gain. It's found in being grateful even when our hands are empty. And there, in the quiet night, she whispered to the cold wind, "Sometimes the richest treasure is simply a peaceful heart."